How are you doing? You know, on this video I got to chill. A lot of you are my friends out there. A lot of people I've met in person, and I just love you. A lot of the people I haven't met in person, but we've been on Facebook. I love you. A lot of people just watch these videos, and I have never even been in contact with you one time. And that is cool, but I have a very special announcement to make. Today is the Liferegenerator 2-year anniversary. Can you dig it, baby? Can you believe I've managed to survive this craziness for 2 years? The craziness of the YouTube. And, you know, I gotta be honest with you, it's been the most exhilarating, fulfilling 2 years of my life, while simultaneously being by far the most challenging in certain ways. You know, you really gotta find it in yourself, the metal, you know, to keep going, to like expose yourself the way that I have, you know. But I always just figured, well, this is what's really gonna work. You know, this is the feedback that you've given me. And I was like, let's say, be yourself. And I'm like, okay, you asked for it. You know, I think you're kind of nuts, but I just came correct, and I just have been myself for the last 2 years. I've seen a lot of growth in myself. I'm always wanting to dig deeper, of course. There's so much potential in each and every one of us, and I know there's so much potential inside of me here, you know. And I've had the greatest mentors in the world that have done the most amazing and miraculous things, you know, by growing into their best self, you know. So that's always been my intention for myself, and I'm going to continue down that path as we move forward on the Liferegenerator channel here on the YouTube. Well, today I'm in South Carolina, and I just finished up filming 3 DVDs. Today was the most productive day I think I've ever had in my life. We filmed a DVD, and it was really cool. I had a really good time on this particular DVD today's filming, because it was all my favorite raw food recipes that I've used over the years, staple recipes, and yet they're simple. You know, they're kind of like advanced raw food, but yet they're so delicious for everybody. You know, we made the tacos. I actually, even for a bonus at the end, I made the famous carrot, avocado, cilantro soup. I made this fantastic mung bean salad that I've never made for anyone on YouTube before. And so we were going to do just 8 recipes, but we ended up doing 11 with a couple of bonuses at the end, and it was really cool. And it was so I'm actually headed back to LA tomorrow. I was going to be here for like 3 or 4 more days, but they want to get back to their life here with their kids and get back in their flow, and I want to get back to Southern California and start up on the next level, which is Jedi. After today's food class, I'm graduating to the Jedi level. I'm going to be doing some work with my detox partner, and we're going to just up the ante, you know what I mean, and take it to the next level. So I've got a break. I've totally cleared my whole schedule. There was one thing I'll mention real quick, because I'm trying to, this just popped into my head. I'm going to be at the WoodstockFruitFestival.com. There's a fruit festival, believe it or not, in New York. It starts August 18th, and it goes for like a week, and you can go check that out. I'm going to be headlining at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. It sounds great to me. I'm not sure exactly why I got invited, except that maybe I push the fruits and the vegetables. I'm not really a fruitarian. What I've found that works for me to stay stabilized is really lots of fruits for energy, but also lots of leafy greens. And I really like to bring in the fats when it's appropriate. I mix it up. I've got incredible digestion, though. I've got iron power strength of digestion. And I've got a real need to stay balanced, energetically, emotionally, physically, and whatnot. anyways, I'm going to be over at the WoodstockFruitFestival.com, and that's going to be a week long. I'm going to give some talks, some seminars, just hang out and meet the people. All you can eat fruit and salads, so sounds like the place to be for me. The plan at this time is to ride my bike from LA to New York. So I'm going to take about 3 months to do that. I need a break. People are like, that's really hard. I'm like, no, what's really hard is getting up on the computer, making a video, answering like 100 questions a day, doing like a phone consultation or two every day, and trying to keep up with now the emails coming from the website and trying to build a website. I mean, I have been humping it. And some of you have seen the stress, but you know what? You get up and you soldier through. Why? Because you take today to get yourself set up for tomorrow. There's a lot of philosophies on that. But you know what? This is what I've learned. You work hard, you get paid. That's all I've learned in my life. If somebody else has another secret, I want to know. So you get up and you put your pants on and you start digging and digging, and you dig your shovel, or you tap on the bottom of a shoe if you're a cobbler, or you screw the pipe if you're a plumber, or you typed out the letter if you're a secretary, or you make the YouTube video if you're a YouTuber. You get up and you do the work. That's the only thing I've ever seen work, and that's what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna try to rearrange myself a little bit, and I want to live more of my dream. I've been kind of just doing what I gotta do, but I'm in a pretty good place right now. I'm not like about to retire. I'm not even close or anything crazy like that. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm able to stay with my head above the water right now for the first time in my life. To be honest with you, it's the first time in my life I'm actually able to pay everything that I need to pay. So it's pretty cool like that. I owe Ricky and Marquetta a lot. They work really hard, and you know, this what I learned today is that they do not need the money. They did this out of the goodness of their heart. They saw something in me. They thought, man, you got to get this information out there. They built me a website. They manage everything. They have a warehouse where we send out the DVDs to you. And all they do is, I got to come here and make these DVDs and make these trailers, and then they do all the work. I mean, they do all the work. I mean, basically. So I've got to work really hard, and I got a lot of little management stuff. But once I'm done filming and I've got all the trailers done, I get to go home. You know, I'm not even going to be back here for another like 6 months till we film some more DVDs. So I'm set. You know, we filmed 6 DVDs this year, and I'm going to do the bike ride now. And if all goes well, I don't want to promise anything. That's why I never said anything, because I'm about 90% on the bike ride. But there's a dream and a vision of this regeneration. So my schedule is kind of like this. I'm going to ride the bike across the U.S. But first, my kids are coming down to L.A. to visit me. So that's another thing. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me in this channel. It's so cool to be able to put my kids on an airplane and fly them to me. And I got to be able to do that more often so I can do this work and see my kids, you know what I mean? Because they are the 2 most important people in the whole thing. And they understand me real well. So they're coming down in a couple weeks to LA to stay with me for a little while. We're going to go here, we're going to go there. I'm going to show them the raw food restaurants. I want them to meet all my raw food friends and see how beautiful they are. I want them to meet Lou and hopefully Dave the Raw Truckers around. I want my kids to meet all of the magnificent raw food friends and see how I roll, because I think that when they see how much people love and respect me, hopefully that love and respect will go into them. You know, because they just see me up in their little tiny town, which is nowhere, you know, and but they love and respect me anyways, because they know I just do what I do. I do my raw foods, I get out, I exercise, I do the meditation, I bounce on the rebounder, I apologize when I make mistakes. They see me trying my best to be kind and loving towards their mother. They see me trying to do my best to help them financially as best as I can. They know I'm always trying to do my best to be the best dad I can be, to teach them and to share with them, to let them know that they're loved. So I'm so excited for them to come down to LA. I'm going to fit in as much stuff as I can. And then right after that, I'm going to buy a nice bike. I'm going ninja style. I'm not even going to bring the trailer this time. I'm going to try it. I kind of want to bring a juicer and like juice across. But the logistics of that is like impossible, I think, because there's going to be, I remember when I was traveling through Mexico, there'd be days where there wasn't anything. I'd be eating oranges and oatmeal. You know, I had I thought that it was raw, but it wasn't. It was actually rolled oats and it was cooked, and I lived off that. Avocados, oranges, and oatmeal, and these dried bananas, and I would ride for days. So the logistics of doing the juice is probably not feasible, but I am going to do the ride on fruits and vegetables to promote fruits and vegetables, to show the world that, duh, can you ride across the U.S.? I rode from Seattle to Yuma on fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. So this time I'm going to take out like too many nuts and seeds, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to go on the pure fruits and vegetables. I'm going to have a lot of volume. I'm just going to try the panniers with no trailer this time. 2 panniers. I'm not going to bring my camping equipment, so that's going to save me like 10 or 12 pounds. So like I said, I'm pretty sure, I'm excited to do this ride. I need a break. That's where I feel the best. But I could get into this detox. I've been working on some issues. Of course, it's just enlightenment. It's the path of enlightenment. It never changes anywhere. It's the connecting totally with the spirit of life. It's what's called enlightenment, the peace that passes understanding. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It's all the same thing. It's connecting to your truest, deepest self. And that work can truly be done anywhere, but there can be great strides made in silence during meditation retreats, juice fasting, water fasting, and I'm really excited to accelerate the growth. I'll do whatever it takes. I've seen what the silence can do. I've seen what getting alone and watching your own mind and see how it works, and untying the knots that bind you, trying your best to sort of release the attachments, release the desires. You know, it sounds easy, but if you really get to understand the workings of your mind, it can take a little bit of work. But that's okay. I'm willing to do the work because the peace is worth it, don't you think? To have like peace that is unending and that passes understanding, that you don't even know why you're so at peace. It's like I was there before in another lifetime or something, and then I came into this lifetime and I forgot or something. It's kind of weird. Like I know that the peace is there. I know that the peace is the field out of which life arises. Peace is the silence out of which all the sound comes out of. You know, it's the infinite field out of which all phenomenon arises. You know, and I'm just trying, not trying, but I already am that, but I just want to develop a deeper devotion to the light of life. I call it God, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to worship it to the day I die. My favorite time of the day is when I wake up in the morning and I get to pray and meditate before the day begins, because I get lost. I got I filmed for like 10 hours today, you know what I mean? And I filmed like a DVD and like 6 trailers and opt-in pages and all this stuff, and it was cool, man. We got it done. So I'm going home to LA tomorrow, which is I guess kind of my home now, and then my kids are flying down. Then I'm going on a bike ride. Then I'm going to be at the Woodstock Fruit Festival for a week-long retreat to share with everyone my love for fruits and vegetables after a long ride across the U.S. And after that, I'm clearing my schedule for September, October, November, and then I'm going to go from Jedi to Jedi Master with some juice fasting, and then some more water fasting, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to clear my schedule. I'm not going to think about money anymore. If everyone thinks I've gone off the deep end and I lose all the people that I've tried to help over the last couple of years, it doesn't matter, because I've found that it's so important that I follow my heart and forget about money. I never even worried about money, or even was that big of a deal. Money's this important, and following my heart and being true to myself, my deepest self, that's worth $10 quadrillion. There's not even a word for that. That's worth all the money in the world, you know what I mean? So this is the 2-year anniversary, Liferegenerator, and I feel like I'm barely getting started with my health. I think I feel the energy just building and building. And I'm going to come with the knowledge. It's not really about the knowledge, because everyone has to follow. If what we need to learn how to do is listen to ourselves. Your deeper self will talk to you. It will try to give you the intuitive, guidance. And then your small self will try to convince you out of it. And so you try to learn how to listen to that deeper intuitive self. And then you try to understand, like, that's what meditation does. I'm just going to keep going. This is 2 years long. If I go 20 minutes, I'm chilling. The meditation gets you to see, oh, it's just craziness up in my head. You know what I mean? You're just like, this is just a crazy bunch of programs and memes and slogans and milk it does a body good programming, and like you're not good enough, and all the stuff your mom said and your school said, and all the stuff that your Uncle Harry said, and all the things that you got programmed with. You're kind of like, wait a minute. You gotta question that stuff. You gotta ask yourself, what am I? You gotta sit there and ask yourself, what am I? What am I for real? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to worship that, all the days of my life. I love something. I don't even think you can really give it a name. But it is big, and it is powerful, and it is graceful, and it is beautiful, and it's like as hard as steel and as soft as the wisp of a feather. It's an amazingly beautiful, powerful, infinite, eternal presence of divinity. And I don't really understand it all that well, but whatever it is, man, I'm going to be on my knees, because I know without it, I wake up in the morning and I say, please be with me today. Please do not leave me. I need you so bad. I need you so bad. I cannot do this without you. Please do not leave me. Just stay with me. I need you. I call it God, Man, I love it. I don't try to impress you. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you love me. I'm just going to love, because when you love the people on the other end of the camera for no reason at all, and when you love God, and when you love life, and when you love your challenges, you're the lucky one, because that's when the love is flowing through you. It's not about you loving me. It's about me loving you. Me loving you makes me the winner, because I get that love flowing through my heart. And man, that is so worth it. It seems airy-fairy or whatever, but I've been living it for a while. I dedicated myself to unconditional love quite a while back. When I found out about unconditional love, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I said, that's it. I'm committed to unconditional love. It just sounds too good. It sounds too right. My intuition is telling me that unconditional love is the way to go. I believe in Jesus. I think that's what he was talking about. I'm signing up. And ever since then, all kind of stuff came up to be dealt with. Because when you commit to unconditional love, everything that's not unconditional love is going to come up to be processed and looked at, recontextualized, and eliminated. So I've had to let go of a lot of things, and I'm still working on stuff, trying not to let like little comments on the YouTube get to me and stuff like that. Like, I got to rise up, man up, soldier through, because what I do here on YouTube, especially like this particular video right now, where I'm just really getting the chance to be myself, oh, what a relief, man. There are so many of you out there that are my close friends that I have met in person, and I love you. There's so many of you that are on Facebook who I've gotten a chance to converse with, and I love you. There are so many of you out there that have never said one word to me in a comment on Facebook or nothing, and you just keep watching these videos. You know that a positive vibe is what it's all about. I'm going to hold it at 20 to keep it true and real. But I could keep going on forever. I made some great DVDs today. I cannot wait to put those out there. Some juice DVDs. We made the awesome DVD with all my favorite grub recipes. I'm going to be stoked. We're putting that one out first. I'm excited about everything. The last 2 years has been the greatest time of my life, and I'm just looking forward to more. I'm going to keep them coming. My name is Dan McDonald. I am the Life Regenerator. I am definitely into detoxifying and regenerating lives. You know, it's not me. It's just like just sharing that information, getting excited about it, cleaning up your body, clearing out your heart, getting rid of all the junk in your house, getting rid of all the junky people in your life, getting rid of the junky thoughts out of your mind, moving the junk out of your heart, and just opening up to a light that's so divine that if we knew how much that it loved and cared for us, it would totally obliterate us into like stardust. Oh, amen, baby. Can't you dig it? I'm hoping to feel that love and to be that love and to open up to that love and to serve that love and to worship that love and to be that light in this world. And if you made it through that video, through this video this far, you're probably a candidate too to be a child of the Most High Light. Amen. This video was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the last 2 years. Let's keep the ball rolling. Peace.